Most men feel that there are some women who are simply out of their reach, women who would never go out with them. If you feel this way, I'm about to show you that these seemingly unattainable girls are actually easier to attract than you think. At first, you might disagree with the steps I'm going to teach, but you'll see that it all makes sense. Every word matters, so watch the video to the end. You'll certainly learn a lot today and realize how senseless it was to think that some girls are out of your league. First and foremost, it's crucial not to have expectations in the interaction. Pay attention and understand that you don't need to become a famous figure or a millionaire to be with a highly attractive woman. When it comes to extremely attractive and high-value women, these girls are constantly approached by needy guys desperate for their approval and by boring guys who often feel intimidated by their attractiveness. This means that to attract a girl who seems out of your reach, to succeed in having a good conversation with an attractive woman, it's essential to be different from the majority of men she encounters and stand out positively. If you're excessively nervous during the interaction, she will undoubtedly notice, which is not at all attractive. The solution is not just to say, be confident, as we know it's easier said than done. The real question is how to be confident. Contrary to merely giving advice, I won't just tell you what to do, but also how to do it. When starting a conversation, avoid internal expectations like, I hope she's friendly, or I hope the conversation flows well. Such thoughts can sabotage you by creating pressure and nervousness. The solution is to cancel out expectations and think, forget what will happen. I'll just talk. By doing this, you'll feel lighter, more confident, and be more likely to have a good conversation. Remember that confidence improves over time. If your conversational skills are not good, practice by talking to as many people and women as possible, regardless of their level. This way, when interacting with highly attractive women, you'll already have experience and be more confident. To successfully engage in a meaningful conversation with an attractive woman, it's crucial to set yourself apart from the crowd and make a positive impression. If you find yourself excessively nervous during the interaction, rest assured that she will likely pick up on your anxiety, and this is not particularly appealing. It's not merely a matter of uttering the generic advice to be confident, as we understand that implementing such guidance is often easier said than done. The true challenge lies in understanding how to cultivate and embody confidence. Rather than simply providing recommendations, I want to offer not only what you should do but also how to go about it. When initiating a conversation, steer clear of internalizing expectations such as, I hope she's friendly, or I hope the conversation flows smoothly. These types of thoughts can act as self-sabotage by creating unnecessary pressure and nervousness. The remedy lies in dismissing these expectations and adopting a mindset of forget about what might happen. I'll simply engage in conversation. By adopting this approach, you'll likely feel lighter, more self-assured, and consequently, be more poised to have a fulfilling conversation. It's important to note that confidence is a skill that improves with practice over time. If you find that your conversational abilities could use some enhancement, dedicate time to practice by engaging with as many people, including women, as possible, irrespective of their perceived level of attractiveness. This way, when you interact with highly attractive women, you'll have accumulated valuable experience, and your confidence will have naturally evolved. To establish a positive connection with an attractive woman, it is crucial to stand out from the majority of men she encounters. Currently, it may seem challenging to develop a meaningful conversation with an attractive woman, especially if you are experiencing nervousness throughout the interaction. This anxiety will undoubtedly be noticed by her, which does not contribute to a positive impression. The solution to this challenge is not just to say, be confident, as we recognize that implementing this advice is more complex than it appears. The real question is how to cultivate confidence. Unlike merely providing instructions, I want not only to guide you on what to do, but also on how to do it. When about to start a conversation, avoid creating internal expectations such as, I hope she's friendly, or I hope the conversation flows well. These thoughts can sabotage your interactions, generating internal pressure, resulting in nervousness and decreased confidence. Therefore, try to nullify these expectations and adopt a mindset of, no matter what happens, I'll just express myself. By doing this, you will feel lighter, more confident, and paradoxically more likely to engage in a pleasant conversation. It is crucial to understand that confidence develops over time. If your conversational skills are not at the desired level, dedicate time to practice, talk to various people, including women, regardless of the level of intimacy. This way, when faced with highly attractive women, you will have gained practice and confidence. You'll be much more confident now. This tip of not having expectations in the interaction will make you more comfortable immediately, and this is directly related to the second step. Don't try to impress when you enter a conversation with the intention of impressing someone. Unconsciously, you act in ways that can seem needy. You might say things just to please, worry about your appearance, or hesitate to disagree or set boundaries. All these attitudes are extremely unattractive, especially for a woman used to encountering men trying to win her approval and acting strangely and subserviently around her. A better approach would be to simply be open and honest with the woman you're talking to and see if there's a natural chemistry. There's no need to try to control or manipulate anything. It's like surrendering to the moment without worrying about pleasing, making mistakes, or leaving a good impression. I know many find this difficult, but it's just about being more natural. Let the girl think and feel whatever she wants. You'll seem more confident, relaxed, and interesting than other guys. Speaking from a position of openness will make it much simpler to talk to these women, as you won't have to worry about saying the right or wrong thing. Number 3. Speak like a man. When talking to women, most men are really monotonous and boring. They believe the reason is a lack of conversation topics, but that's not true. The issue here is that, in reality, you can bring up any topic and still capture the interest of any woman. The words that come out of your mouth matter little. It's the attitude, expressions, and intentions behind the words that truly count. Therefore, how you say something is much more significant than what you say, and this influences how a girl will judge you. Many men fail to have a good conversation because they don't realize this. They talk to girls in such a dull and tedious way that makes them want to stop listening. On the other hand, the most seductive and fascinating men, those who have exceptional success with women, don't always have the brightest things to say, but they always express their opinions with fervor and conviction. Their main secret to starting conversations with high-value women is that they are genuinely interested and engaged in what they have to say. They could be discussing what they had for breakfast and still have a woman hanging on every word, while another guy might be discussing something that, on paper, seems incredibly interesting but fails to hold attention. The key is in how you deliver, and once again, your confidence will play a significant role here. Number 4. Don't be obvious. When a girl is genuinely attractive, men are used to praising and adoring her, trying to get her attention. This doesn't mean much to them, so avoid obvious compliments. I've already made a video on the channel about entirely different and interesting compliments to give to a woman if she truly deserves it. The thing is, you can talk about anything and still catch a woman's interest. What you say isn't as important as how you say it. Your attitude, expressions, and intentions matter more. This affects how a girl sees you. Some guys struggle with conversations because they don't get this. They talk to girls in a boring way that makes them want to stop listening. On the flip side, the guys who do well with women aren't always saying the most exciting things. What matters is they speak with passion and confidence. Their secret to starting conversations with valuable women is being genuinely interested in what they have to say. They could talk about breakfast and still have a woman hanging on every word. Meanwhile, another guy might discuss something that sounds interesting on paper but fails to keep attention. The key is in how you express yourself, and again, your confidence is crucial. Tip number 4. Don't be too obvious. When a girl is really attractive, guys often try to praise and adore her to get attention. But this doesn't mean much to them, so steer clear of obvious compliments. I've even made a video on the channel about unique and interesting compliments to give to a woman if she truly deserves it. Remember to start with non-sexual touches, something friendly and natural, and then gradually escalate based on her response. This means you can begin with light touches on the shoulders, arms, and areas of the body where you might touch a friend so that she doesn't feel awkward and feels comfortable around you. Once you confirm that she is at ease, you can escalate by touching the leg, lower back, or side of the face to draw her closer. This method of gradual escalation will gently stimulate her and pull her closer to you. So, don't be shy when you have the chance to do so. After all, every woman gets excited about a man who takes the initiative. Your differentiator here is the point where she will truly be attracted to you. Have you noticed that there are average-looking or even unattractive men dating very beautiful women? If you analyze it, you'll see that most of the time, this guy met the girl at school, college, work, or even at the gym. This means that in most of these cases, the woman is attracted by the companionship and the man's personality. This man would hardly catch the attention of this woman on Instagram, but personally, in the interaction, he manages to show something of great value to her. That value is simply making the woman feel good in his company. This happens when the man can do things like making the woman feel heard, safe, and skilled at providing her with pleasures. When it comes to initiating physical contact, it's essential to be attentive to her comfort level and signals. Non-sexual touches at the beginning create a foundation of trust and familiarity. Pay attention to her body language and responses to ensure that your actions are welcomed and reciprocated. Building on the idea of differentiation, it's crucial to highlight the importance of genuine connection. In many cases, men who succeed in attracting beautiful women do so not solely based on physical appearance, but through authentic connections. These connections often stem from shared experiences, common interests, or the ability to make the woman feel valued and understood. In addition to making her feel good, actively listening to her thoughts and concerns is a powerful tool. When a man demonstrates genuine interest in what a woman has to say, it fosters a deeper connection. This involves more than just hearing words. It means understanding her perspective, acknowledging her feelings, and engaging in meaningful conversations. Furthermore, the notion of taking initiative extends beyond physical contact. It encompasses being proactive in planning activities, showing genuine interest in her life, and demonstrating qualities that make you stand out positively. This proactive approach not only conveys confidence, but also communicates that you are invested in the connection and willing to put effort into making it meaningful. Remember that each woman is unique, and there is no one-size-fits-all approach. Being adaptable, respectful, and attuned to her preferences and boundaries is key. Ultimately, the goal is to create an environment where both individuals feel comfortable, valued, and genuinely connected. Making a woman have fun is extremely captivating, and this often leads women to choose men who may not be physically attractive over the more handsome ones. This is because the ability to create positive sensations in her is crucial. Don't get me wrong. Of course, looks matter, and if you work on that, it will make things easier. However, if you cannot make a woman feel good around you, beauty and money won't significantly change what she truly thinks and feels about you. Establishing a connection is crucial, but it also depends on your compatibility with the woman. You might not be able to connect with a woman who is entirely different from you, and that's okay. There are many others who are fully compatible, and you'll only discover that by talking to them. So, practice your conversation and confidence skills. Develop the ability to provide the experiences mentioned, and you'll be able to make a woman feel good around you. It's not about putting effort into her. It's about investing in yourself, showcasing your value, and they will be attracted to you. Tip number 7. Stop predicting the future. This might be the most important, so listen carefully. It's easy for your mind to claim that a girl you see is out of your league, using quotes because that's not real, that she won't give you attention, or that when you invite her out, she'll reject you without a second thought. But in reality, you're in the dark. The limitation is in your thinking. Don't be weak. Don't be. I changed the default setting in our brain is to anticipate the worst to protect ourselves by avoiding or preparing for it. Even though these concerns may seem extremely real in our minds, they rarely materialize. In fact, 90% of the time, and even when they do, they are never as terrible as our imagination paints them. As the ancient Stoic philosopher Seneca wisely stated, there are more things that frighten us than crush us. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Stop fixating so much on your thoughts and speculations about what may or may not happen. Instead, take risks because you're not certain of what will actually occur. You're not a mind reader or a fortune teller. It's true that beautiful women have several options of men approaching them, but the vast majority of these men are needy, desperate, and insecure. Internally, these women are eager to meet an interesting man. This changed everything for me and will certainly help you too. Something that significantly improved my relationship with attractive women was to start treating them exactly like ordinary people. In the past, I avoided many attractive women, and when they unintentionally approached me, I even used to be a bit rude to them. It was an automatic way of protecting myself because I thought they acted entitled due to their attractiveness and might dismiss me. The reality was that it was only in my mind. Just treat attractive women like ordinary people, and you'll be surprised at how friendly and receptive they can be. Your interaction with them will be much better, and now you have all the tips from this video in your favor. Put them into practice, and you'll evolve. You'll positively surprise yourself. I've left something that will add a lot of value in the description. Subscribe to the channel, give back with your like. Thank you, and until the next video.